Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Today's title is Why Are They So Obsessed with You? And listen, Spirit already said that this ain't no regular little oh you cute energy. No, your presence got people spiraling, and we're about to find out exactly why. But before we get into your reading, I'd like you to just take a moment and meditate here on the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card one with the carnelian crystal, two green aventurine, and three rose quartz. Let's get straight into your reading. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Today's title: Why Are They So Obsessed with You? And listen, Spirit already said this ain't no regular little oh you cute energy. No, your presence got people spiraling, and we're about to find out exactly why. Okay, pile one, you were drawn here to the unicorn, which is about infinite possibilities, and the carnelian heart crystal. First of all, you already know that you are rare. The way your energy shows up, it's unapologetic, multidimensional, and laced with main character vibes. Okay, so you don't play small, even when you're quiet. Your aura be loud. Okay, it is loud even when you're quiet. Here's the truth: they're upset because, and why did I say upset? I feel like there's some energy there too, but they're obsessed because you carry hope and edge at the same time. So you're soft, but not to be played with. Okay. So you have that dream girl presence mixed with real one energy. It's like, I'll pray with you, but I'll also leave your ass on read if you're not aligned. Okay. So you have healed some ish, right? And it shows because your peace is expensive, and they know that they can't afford to fumble it. They cannot afford to fumble it. Now, here's the gag though: they admire you, but low key, some of them are intimidated AF because the same people who are secretly inspired by your light are also shook that they can't dim it. So, honey, you are out here being the whole blueprint, and they're still stuck trying to figure out the formula. Okay, so stay tuned, babe, because we're about to go deeper into this. And, we're going to find out what they say when you are not around, and also what they do, right? What they wish. We're going to find out what they wish they could be and what your presence activates in people. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. And then make sure you stay until the end of your reading because we are going to summarize the total energy. All right, so you got Divine Badass. And oh, that makes perfect sense, right? Divine Badass, honey. Yes, that's you. So let's go ahead and pull another card here. Thank you, Spirit. Two of Wands. All right, let me say this. This is hot AF. The wand energy is fire and is creativity, and it does rule over Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So it is that passion, creativity, as well as temperamental and spontaneous energy. But let's look at this. Look at this. What do we have? It's like, oh, this makes perfect sense because, you know, divine badass. Okay. Say less. Spirit didn't stutter. That's you. You walk in a room and shake the frequency without even trying, because your presence alone got people questioning their whole identity like, wait, am I even doing enough? You're not just attractive, you're activated. Okay, so you walk with purpose, power, and peace. And baby, that combo is unsettling to the insecure. Okay, so they wish they could be as unapologetically themselves as you are being you. And they wish that they could command attention without chasing it. They wish they could be soft and strong, mysterious and magnetic, just like you are. But here's the difference. Now, listen to me. You earned your aura. You have done the inner work, and it shows in every word, every walk, every stare. Okay? All right. So let's look here at the energy of the Two of Wands. This right here. This means that you're already living in that it's only up from here energy. Okay? So you got folks watching you like a movie trailer, anticipating your next move and wondering who's about to be blessed just by knowing you. Okay, so you're a whole damn vision board come to life. And guess what? They're stuck on chapter 1 while you are flipping pages in real time. So, honey, yeah, you make people realize they settled. And that's why they are obsessed, because they can't decide if they want to be you, be with you, or bow to you. So stay right here, babe. Don't skip, because in just a second, right? Well, not a second, in a few minutes, we're going to summarize all of this energy. And I'm going to tell you the real reason you stay on their mind, even when you're gone. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You know what I want to do? I want to go here. This is where we want to be. All right, what is the energy, spirit, as it does relate? What is coming through for you? Coming through for you is go within. See, you're unbothered. You've taken the time out to, work on that shadow energy. And guess what? You have healed. You've healed. And they're obsessed with that. They don't know how you did it. Some people try to play you, right? And they thought you were for play, but they were mistaken. Okay. Because there's one thing about you, baby. If you fall, you are going to get back up no matter what. So, see, this is the one. Go within. Spirit said, you already done that. You've taken time out. You didn't just go ghost. You went deep. You weren't out here posting for attention. You were in your quiet era, healing, facing your shadows, and getting your mind right. Okay, you were getting your mind right. And now you walk like someone who's done the damn work. You're unbothered. And that's what eats them alive. Because they're obsessed, because they can't figure out how you made it out of all that pain. How you made it out of all that pain better and not bitter. They thought they broke you. They thought you were for play. But Spirit said they were mistaken, because you're the prize, the peace, and the proof. Give me 1 second. Let me just adjust your cards, because I want to make sure you can see your cards, just in case you want to screenshot this energy, honey. Okay. Yeah. You're the prize, the peace, and the proof. So this is the thing. You have turned every betrayal into a boundary. You turned every breakdown into glow up fuel. And baby, you heal loud in silence. So now your very existence is triggering people who only ever healed in public for applause. So let's keep going because this ain't just obsession. This is a spiritual recognition because you have been making people remember who they could have been if they didn't give up on themselves. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your next card. And let's see what's coming through. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? Destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. This is synchronicity at its finest because Spirit just gave us this insight, right? Yeah, you were dealing with some people with some intoxication with like destructive power and destroying others, dreams or potential. You were around those type of people, but you decided to take your power back by releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. But I'm gonna emphasize on this because this is real. The destroyer. This is pure synchronicity because Spirit didn't just say you went within and reclaimed your power. You were surrounded by people who were intoxicated with control, who wanted to destroy dreams because they never chased their own. You had folks around you who didn't want to see you rise because your light made their shadows louder. But guess what? You woke up. You saw through the smoke, the manipulation, the projections, and you said no more. You released the patterns, the people, and the pain that were trying to distract you from your purpose. You took your power back, not with noise, but with clarity, silence, and spiritual precision. That's why they're obsessed, because they thought you'd stay stuck. And they thought the chaos they caused would keep you broken. But you flipped the whole script. You turned your healing into a new timeline. And now you're walking into your next chapter with no baggage and no fear. Let's keep going because the more we pull, the louder the truth gets. And remember, stay until the very end because I'm about to summarize the full reason why you stay on their spirit, even when you are nowhere near them. Okay, so let's get your next card. All right, so yeah, let's go here. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? The Phantom Quartz Crystal. Embrace change. Spirit is seriously, not seriously, because Spirit ain't serious about nothing. Spirit is calm, cool, and collected, okay? But Spirit is trying to really get your attention here and show you your growth and really show you why certain people are just obsessed AF. And it's not a joke. Give me 1 second. Let me organize your card. Okay, so the Phantom Quartz is deep. It is so deep because it says a whole lot. It says a whole lot. I want to put this card here. Baby, it says a whole lot, the Phantom Quartz. Spirit said, yeah, let's go here. Let's go here because You have been growing in silence while they've been watching in confusion. So this card isn't just about change, it's about evolution that can't be reversed. This is collecting receipts right now. They're showing you how far you've come. They're showing you that you don't even look like the version of you who tolerated their nonsense. Okay, your energy has shifted and it's undeniable. You carry the weight of wisdom, the elegance of experience, and the calm of someone who knows they're divinely protected. They're obsessed AF because your growth is a mirror and one that they can't avoid, even when they try to act like they don't see you. Okay, you remind people of what they could have done if they had healed. If they had healed, surrendered, and allowed spirit to work. See, this is the thing. Your whole aura is evidence. Your peace is proof. And your power, that's what they can't touch, can't name, and can't forget. They can't. Can't touch, can't name, and can't forget. All right? So, let's go ahead. We are going to pull your next card. And this is your final card. And right after this card, I'm going to summarize your total energetic vibe and why people are so obsessed with you. Baby, look. The Six of Cups. You're a giver. I do want to point out that the cup energy, it does rule over the water zodiac. So you got Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces showing up real strong here. And that sensitive, imaginative, creative, mystery energy of the water zodiacs could be in the top placements of your birth chart, could be seen in the sun, moon, or rising sign, the seventh house of relationships, or even the planet Venus, right? Or you, right? So this is the Six of Cups, and it came out for a reason. Ooh, this is love energy because, like I said, you are a giver, but not just any kind. You give from the heart, from the soul, from the deep sacred place that only real ones know how to reach. You give comfort. You give nostalgia. You remind people of a version of themselves they lost. So before they were jaded, before they were bitter, before they let the world harden them, before they were hardened, you're that soft place. You're the safe place. That rare ass energy that doesn't come around often. And that's why they're obsessed. You're not just beautiful, you're memorable. You're not just desirable, you're healing. You're not just someone they want, you're someone they feel. All right, babe. So let's go ahead and let's summarize this total energetic vibe. Let's get the summary out. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to channel this. Listen, this is your Six of Cups laying here under the Two of Wands. All right, so I'm going to tell you what I am feeling strongly here. Thank you, Spirit. Listen, the total energetic vibe is this. Why they stay pressed, hooked, intrigued, and haunted? Because you're not just attractive, you're unforgettable. And people feel you in their chest, right? Long after you're gone, because your energy don't just show up, it lingers, right? See, you got that frequency that make people remember who they were before they settled. You walk in purpose. You've done the shadow work. You healed. And now you're glowing in ways that can't be copied or packaged. Okay, so you're not chasing attention, but somehow attention can't stop chasing you, right? Because you got that I know who the F I am vibe. And even your silence makes noise, right? Because you make people feel seen, even when you're not looking at them. You're a walking mirror, a soft reminder, a sacred challenge. And let's be real, they are obsessed because you awaken what's buried, trigger what's false, and reflect what's possible and exude what's rare. You are the main character energy that they weren't prepared for. And you don't have to do too much because you already are too much in the best, most divine way. So keep shining, keep walking, and baby, let them be obsessed. That's their spirit remembering what alignment looks like. And this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading resonates with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Today's message is titled, Why Are They So Obsessed with You? And baby, we're about to break it all the way down. So if you were drawn here to pile 2 with the green aventurine heart crystal and the black jaguar, this is your message, okay? So let's just start right here because the black jaguar is no lightweight energy. This is old soul power, okay? So you walk like you've been here before, okay? Because you have. You carry a stillness that shakes people. It's that rare mix of mystery, mastery, and magnetism that makes people lean in without knowing why. Okay? And the green aventurine heart tells me your energy is healing and soft, but don't get it twisted. It's also strong as heck. Okay? So because you got a heart that's been broken open, stitched with wisdom, and now it beats in a rhythm with the universe. So why are they obsessed? Well, as you know, we not gonna sugarcoat it because you don't perform for love. You don't chase, beg, or prove. You embody, okay? You're the kind of woman who reminds people of what they lost and what they'll never find again, okay? So let's go ahead and pull your next card and see what energy spirit is bringing through for you. The old soul, the one that they can't replace, all right? And don't forget, stay until the end because I'm going to summarize the energy of every card that follows, right? And tell you exactly why they're locked in on you like a spirit radar. So let's gain more insight. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Why are they so obsessed? You got the Bright Destiny card. And it says, it became a butterfly. All right, I'm going to pull one more card. And we'll read that energy together. We'll read the Bright Destiny. And this other card that's coming through for you. Look at that. You got the 6 of Wands. All right. So let's start here with the Bright Destiny. Okay, so let me just say this. This card again says, it became a butterfly. Spirit said loud and clear, you're the transformation they didn't see coming. They met the caterpillar, underestimated the process, and now you're out here flying, full color, shining in full truth, living in full purpose. And just to double down on that elevation, honey, you pulled the Six of Wands. Victory, spotlight, ascension. This is you walking through life like, yeah, I earned this. I bled for this. And now I'm not dimming for nobody. Honey, they are obsessed because you did what they couldn't. You stayed in the cocoon. You did the healing. And now you're out here collecting blessings like spiritual trophies. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's keep pulling because Spirit is loud today and the energy here is about to take us deeper. I can feel it. All right, so let's see what is the energy as it does relate. Let's see what's coming through. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Acceptance. Let's feel this. Let's feel this energy of acceptance. Okay, Spirit is loud today and the energy here is about to take us deeper. It's like deep, deep. All right, I can feel it in my body, so let's keep going. Okay, so with acceptance coming through now, and listen, this isn't about basic level, take me as I am energy. This is that divine, unshakable, I know who I am and I don't need your approval type of acceptance. You finally stopped asking people to see your worth and started walking like they never had the vision to begin with. Okay, so they're obsessed because you don't shrink anymore. No, you're not tap dancing for validation. You're in full bloom, and your peace is proof that you no longer need what used to drain you. So yeah, the energy is rooted, right? It's old soul calm with main character energy, right? It's that vibe. It's that vibe. So, baby, it's deep. It's really deep because what we're really seeing here is that you have turned your power, your pain into power. You stopped performing for love and started radiating from truth. And you're not afraid to be fully seen. And that's why people can't stop watching. You've accepted yourself in a world that profits off insecurity. And that makes you a quiet revolution. Okay? Because you are no longer trying to fit in. You have become the standard. And that's why they're obsessed. So let's go deeper. Let's go ahead and pull your next card because we are absolutely in your element. Okay, so let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Why are they so obsessed? Victim prevents you from letting yourself to be victimized or victimizing others. This is the energy of a woman, like Spirit just mentioned, who has turned her pain into power, into purpose. You're not out here playing the victim for positive feedback, right? In the form of like pity or inability to maintain personal boundaries. And that person that hurt you the most, they are the ones that are extremely obsessed because they're like, how did she do it? How did she get back up? You know, I was trying to destroy her, but it didn't work. It did not work. Spirit said no. Thank you, Spirit. You're not walking around looking for pity, for praise, or for validation. You're walking around like a woman who survived the storm and built a new life. You built a new life from the wreckage. Look at the energy moving the table, moving everything around. This is real. Thank you, Spirit. You built a new life from the wreckage. You didn't stay stuck. You didn't let your trauma become your personality. And that's why they're obsessed, especially the one who tried to break you. Because let's be real, they tried it. They thought if they betrayed you, drained you, humiliated you, you'd never bounce back. They were counting on your silence, your breakdown, your disappearance. But instead, you came back wiser, softer, more powerful, with sharper boundaries, a stronger spine, and a louder spirit. And that right there, that's what haunts them. You became what they feared most. A healed version of yourself that no longer needs them. You no longer need them. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. You got a couple of more cards to go, but we're going to pull your next card before we summarize the full energy, because the message is deep and divine. So let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Why are they so obsessed with you? The Shungite. Detox your life. Baby, you walked away. You said, let me get this poison out of my mind, body, and spirit. You said, no more. The Shungite crystal is real. And that crystal name is spelled Shungite. Just in case you want to look up this crystal, you may want to order this crystal because it's very powerful. This is straight up protection plus purification, and I don't give a F evolution. Okay, so let's just keep the energy flowing because the message is deep and divine. And listen, you just didn't clean the house. You burned the damn blueprint. You said, if it drains me, disrespects me, delays me, or disconnects me from myself, it's got to go. You let go of toxic people, toxic patterns, toxic self-talk. You detoxed your phone, your home, your nervous system, your soul, and you walked away without the final apology. You forgave without closure. You healed without the apology. And that's why they're obsessed. Because you don't need the chaos anymore to feel alive. You got peace now. You got peace now, and they don't know how to process that. So now, baby, listen, that's why you got a bright destiny, okay? It's about your transformation here. Okay, so we got one more before the summary. So let's go ahead and pull it, because Spirit's still talking and this message is preaching. Okay, let's get it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Look at that. 9 of Cups. Ooh. I am so excited for you on your journey of evolution and growth and just really living life the way you are meant to live it. Make no mistakes that every lesson you learned has turned into a blessing. So let's look here at the 9 of Cups and why are they so obsessed with you? Let me just tell you this. First off, the cup energy, it does represent water zodiac. So it represents the Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces energy. Now, that this Nine of Cups, that's your wish fulfillment, your glow up, your peace, and your ain't no stopping me now vibe. All right? So listen, because Spirit is still talking and this message is preaching. And baby, it just came full circle. It just came full circle with your energy pulling the Nine of Cups. And let me tell you, this is that I'm good over here energy. That everything I ask God for is finding me now type of peace. You're content, you're aligned, you're not begging for crumbs. You're sipping from your own cup and it's overflowing. They're obsessed because you are living proof that every scar became a sacred story. Every delay was divine timing. Every betrayal just pushed you deeper into your purpose. You're in your receiving era now. And that glow is not makeup, it's freedom. Okay? It is not makeup, it is freedom. So why are they so obsessed with you? Well, let's summarize the total energetic vibe of this Black Jaguar pile. Because you transformed bright destiny. You rose above Six of Wands, and you found peace in your truth, acceptance. You refused to stay broken, victim. You cut the poison and healed your energy, Shungite. And now you're in your soft, rich, sacred season, Nine of Cups. You are no longer accessible to the old version of you, and they can feel it in their spirit. That's why they're obsessed, and that's why they're shook, and that's why you stay on their mind, even in their silence. Beautiful pile 2. This does conclude your reading. I hope this reading resonated with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. This is why they are so obsessed with you. And baby, if you were drawn here to the Rose Quartz Crystal and the Elephant of Greatness, just know, you don't chase energy, you anchor it. You don't walk into a room to be seen. You walk into a room and people remember you because your love is not basic. Your presence is not soft serve, okay? It's a sacred experience. So the elephant energy you carry, it's ancestral, regal, commanding, and wise. All right? So let's be real. You move with quiet confidence and you don't shout for attention, but everything about you speaks loudly. Okay? And that rose quartz, that's your heart chakra beaming. You have a healing presence. And people get addicted to your energy without even knowing why. Okay? They become obsessive because you make them feel safe. You make them feel seen. And then you make them feel unworthy if they haven't done the inner work. And that contrast haunts them. Okay? Because they wanted your softness, but they weren't strong enough to honor it. All right? So let's go deeper. And let's go ahead and pull your first card. Let's pull your first card. And I will build from there because this pile is about to reveal your sacred power and why are they so obsessed. You have daring dreamer. Change the way you see, not the way you love. All right, with the daring dreamer energy, we're just going to put that card right there for a second. We're going to pull another card here. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? And you got the King of Wands. Let's start here with the daring dreamer. All right. So, listen, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You got the daring dreamer. Change the way you see, not the way you love. And that is because you always loved deeply. But now you stop pouring into empty cups and you stop mistaking intensity for intimacy. And you have started seeing yourself as the damn prize. You didn't stop loving. You just stopped performing for love. And then Spirit dropped the King of Wands, a bold, magnetic leader who doesn't chase validation. He creates vision and moves mountains with conviction, okay? And that's you. That's your energy because you're walking in your grown energy, the big feminine power that says, I know who I am. I know what I bring. And I will never beg to be understood again. And that's why they're obsessed. Because once you flip the lens, once you started seeing yourself clearly, you became untouchable. And let's be real. Some of them thought your softness made you weak. But they didn't know that your softness and strength could coexist. So now you're in your power and they can't handle it. All right? So let's keep going. I'm going to go ahead and pull your next card and we'll reveal more of your sacred energy, okay? Because this pile is about to bless your entire timeline, all right? So let's go ahead and pull it. Thank you, Spirit. It's about your energy. I don't know if you have been feeling different lately, but baby, you are radiating. So don't question it. Spirit is saying, honey, don't dim your light just because others can't find their own. Do not dim your light. All right, so let's pull your next card and see where your energy is headed. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Why are they so obsessed with you? Let's see. Father, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. I do want to point out that the Father is ruled by the Sun. And the Sun also rules over the zodiac sign of Leo. Okay. This is the Father archetype. It's not about gender. It's about divine responsibility. You were sent to restore, rebuild, and radiate. So people are obsessed with you because your strength is grounded. Your energy is sacred. You make people question why they settled for less. Because you always been the sun in someone's dark sky. Okay? And now you are finally being that sun for yourself. So that's what makes you so powerful. That's what makes them obsessed because your greatness is undeniable, even when you say nothing at all. Okay, so let's keep going. We're not done yet. Let's pull your next card because this sacred energy is only getting deeper. And make sure you stay until the end of your reading because I'm going to summarize your whole energetic frequency. So let's gain more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Why are they so obsessed with you? Fear. Look, they admire you, but they're afraid as well. Scared AF. Some of them are afraid that you are going to become powerful, in ways that they never could. In ways that they feel like they never could. Right? Some of them really, they're fearful of your greatness. Scared. Basically haters. Honey, ignore those haters, the naysayers, and the doubters, baby. Because they there, and they gonna always be there. When you're doing great, haters are gonna be there. Look at the Master Jesus, right? Had plenty of haters, but he is the most well-known, okay? Spirit that's out there, one of them. So listen, but the most revered, respected, and loved. So when you're shining, people are gonna hate. Baby, they scared. Some of them are scared of the woman you're becoming, scared of the peace you found, scared of the light you are radiating because it exposes the darkness they still live in. Okay, because they're afraid you're going to become so powerful that even the memory of them won't be able to touch you anymore. You're not just healing, you're rising. You're not just moving on, you're becoming unreachable. And listen, don't waste a second explaining yourself to haters. Let them talk, let them speculate, let them spiral. They're only loud because they don't have access anymore. And again, let me remind you, even Jesus had haters, and he still walked in love and purpose. And now he's the most well-known name in the world. So if the haters are watching you, congratulations, baby. You're doing something right. Okay, you are doing something right. So, honey, let's keep flowing. Let's pull your next card and let's build this divine message all the way to the end. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Why are they so obsessed with you? Why are they so obsessed? What is coming through? The Ace of Swords. Let me just point out that the sword energy, it does rule over Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So this is observant energy. This is social, creative, and adventurous. Okay. This is clarity. It's truth. It's breakthrough. This card don't play. This card don't play. See, people are obsessed because you speak what they're afraid to say. You live in your truth, unfiltered, unapologetic, and fully aligned. You cut through the BS with your presence alone. And you don't have to raise your voice. Your energy says it all. The Ace of Swords means you had enough of the illusion. That, you've been through the storms, you faced the shadows, and you still came out with your head high and your heart intact. Okay, so let's be real. Your clarity triggers confusion in others. You know what you want. You're not lost. You're not playing small to make people comfortable anymore. And that kind of sharp spiritual precision, yeah, it intimidates the heck out of people who still haven't met themselves. But you met yourself. You chose yourself. You freed yourself. That's why they're obsessed. Okay, so let's gain more insight. All right, so let's get into the final energetic card here. We'll pull your final card and we'll give the energy on that. And then we'll break down the final energetic summary because, baby, your glow hits different. And Spirit has something today to say about it, okay? The Apatite crystal, and that crystal name is Apatite. Get out of your own comfort zone. The Apatite crystal. Get out of your own comfort zone. Ooh. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Okay. Listen. This card is confirmation that you're already stepping out of what's familiar. And that's exactly why people can't stop watching you. They're obsessed because they know most people never leave their comfort zone. But you did. You left the trauma. You left the identity that pain tried to force on you. And you walked away from the patterns, the roles, the old story. And now you are rewriting everything. That's power. That's power. You're rewriting everything. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to break it all the way down. You're not afraid to grow. And that makes people confront where they're still stuck. Okay. Your light exposes their shadows. And not because you're trying to, but because you can't help but shine. Okay. Because you stopped asking for permission to exist, to thrive, to love, to rise. You're not here to play small. You're not here to play it safe. You're not here to dim down just because others haven't expanded. You are the energy shift. That's why they're obsessed. You remind people of what's possible, what power looks like, what love feels like, what freedom truly is. And now it's your time to receive, to celebrate, to live. So hold your head high because Spirit already crowned you. And anybody who missed it, let them watch the rerun. Okay? And that's on Divine Alignment, baby. This does conclude your reading. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.